tell you about what happened. There's a lot of funny shit that happened. There was she wanted to kill some girl who was like all over me.
I was really hoping you didn't. She was not all over you.
That was fun. That little bar was like really
that
cool.
we just stumbled upon. Yeah. It was really. It was a tiny little. So on Pink Street when we went, it was completely packed.
Rona.
Yeah.
Macaroni.
No one was wearing a mask or anything like that. Just packed. And very young crowd. Very like. Just cool crowd from everywhere. I didn't hear any American accents.
Not at all. We got bothered. Well, not bothered, but I got like, you know, we made like friends because of my accent. Like, oh, where's that accent from, bro? And it's like, you know, you have Americans. I got into an argument with a Swedish girl and a French girl whilst in the club about American politics and all this stuff and blah blah blah. And I schooled that little bitch. School that ass. But you're not going to argue with me about politics, and just because you saw something on TV means that's the way that it is here. That would be like me assuming that for Sweden, where she's from.
I don't think either of them came to America.
No.
Yeah, so they've never
even been to America, so what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. So while I was arguing with these two girls, what was happening? 'Cause I don't know.
I get pissed off thinking about this every time because this fucking troll, this sweaty-headed fucking troll pops an ecstasy pill right in front of us, and we're sitting down, right? They gave us their seat, right? And she's dancing or whatever the fuck she was doing. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention to her, but she was looking at me, and he's like, "Oh, go talk to her." I'm like, "Not my type. She's ugly." So she comes, and while he's talking to, he's right next to me, him being he's right next to me talking to these two other girls.
I don't know what you're pointing at. Why are you always using your hands?
Because I use my hands.
Just speak.
I can't not use my hands.
Like this, like a
I can't.
Okay.
Especially if I'm telling a story. So anyway, so he's next to me, talking to these girls about politics, whatever, and she comes and starts talking to me. I don't know what she's saying. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't really care what she's talking about. And I'm like, you know what? Let me get some information out of her because she lives here now, whatever. And
didn't you guys talking like, you know, which train to take to the beach?
Which train? Like we wanted to go to the beach, I think, the next day.
Okay, men don't want to hear all this crap. We don't like all this.
So then
get to the meaty part.
So I'm getting the information, and I think she overhears what he's saying, and maybe she's like, "Oh, he's an educated black man. I'm interested." Whatever the fuck she thought. She's like, "Oh, is that your boyfriend?" I'm like, "Yes." She's like, "Oh." While she's looking at him, I'm like, "Oh, Jesus." I was like, "Oh, well, how long have you guys been together?" Like a year. Oh, okay. And then she does one of these, just staring at him. Now, I replay this in my head. I'm like, you know what? I should have just nipped it, right? Should just. But I was like, you know what? Let's see how this plays out. Let's see what happens next.
So.
Because as a woman, I want to see how he is going to handle, because we've never been in this situation before, how he's going to handle what comes next. Because she's just popped ecstasy. She's feeling herself. Her and her fucking big nose and sweaty fucking forehead. She's feeling herself. Thinking she's sexy. Thinking that she could take from me. Which is so strange.
This girl interrupts. I say, "Oh, what's your name?" Whatever, hello. She told me her name. The name sounds familiar. I know many girls with that same name. It was a common name. Right? I said, "Oh, I have a couple friends with that name." She said, "Oh, really? Cool. That was it. I went back to my political conversation with two unattractive women. And I presumed her and said random girl were talking again. I
got some more information out of her about where to go.
Great. Said random girl goes away, and she starts going off.
I didn't go off. I said because the last thing that she said to him as she's walking her fucking troll ass away is, "Oh, I'll be back. Don't go anywhere."
AKA, this woman wanted a threesome. This is nothing new. And she thought she was good looking enough for the threesome.
It was the pills. It was the pills. She was on drugs.
She was definitely on ecstasy.
Because maybe it's a boost of confidence or something. I don't know what it does. I've never taken it, but she was really feeling herself, and I was not feeling it at all.
I'm gonna give her a 5 out of 10. I saw her. She looked like us with a body. If you were out in a bar and you get a lot of women, you wouldn't get with this girl. But if you don't get a lot of women, and you're on vacation, and she's just there for the night, you would take her home. Sure. I know that.
Keep her hat on. She was wearing a bucket hat. She took it off, and her head was so sweaty.
I do remember that though. See, I didn't really get to look at her too much, but it was just a bucket of sweat under her bucket hat. It was bad.
Yes.
Like her whole floor was, and it was Pop the Molly. I'm sweating.
Yes.
It was bad. It was Trinidad James and that motherfucker. It was bad.
But I didn't really go off. All I said was, if she actually comes back, I'm going to have to slap her. That's it. I didn't go off. And then I explained, well, she said this and this and this. I was very calm.
Anyways, moving on. So, Pink Street has this nice little club on the corner of the first entrance of it. And they gave ice cream. It's an ice cream bar. And
it's an ice cream bar.
And it was so fucking good. It was so fucking good. 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 Ice cream, motherfucker. That is my one feminine trait about me that
Is that feminine?
It's very feminine to be all fucking excited about ice cream. That is fucking...
I mean, who doesn't like ice cream?
Of course, but... Have you seen me, the way I act? Would you expect a man like me?
No, actually.
Exactly. Like in the fucking ice cream, happy and shit. I'm smiling. Smiling in public? You crazy? Yeah. I give a fuck.
But yes, they had an ice cream bar.
It was amazing. They played great hip hop music.
Yeah. They had a DJ.
It
was like well lit, like very dark, and like just a sexy place, but it was an ice cream bar. Amazing idea.
Like 3 scoops, it was like
open late,
€5, open late, open to like 1 or something like that. It's not New York City open till 4 or 5 a.m. Of course not, but like a lot of places go open till like 1 or 2 a.m. So it was good. Oh, I'm done too.
Oh no.
Yeah.